Hi friends, we'll continue learning our Python image library or Pillow, and in this we'll learn how to add watermarks to our images. Watermarks can be a text or it can be a image also. When you are adding a text also, we can position it so in the particular location, or even we can dynamically position it say at the bottom left corner of the image. So there can be different images with different dimensions, so we have to read all these dimensions, accordingly position it. And our text also can have different font styles, different font sizes and all. So every time we have to find out the what the string is, what's the font style is, and accordingly find out what's the dimension it takes, and then we accordingly will place it. And even we can place it on a angular text also throughout. Let's say from the bottom left to the top right we can continue the text. And most important is how we will use images as our watermark. Say a logo of your institution or even your own face, we can add filter to it. Say it can be, the filter can be a simple blur filter, or we can emboss the institute logo, or you can use the contour filter and add that as a watermark to the main image. We'll learn all about this. We'll start from here, a blank Python file. So we'll import the libraries first. So if you have not installed it, then pip install Pillow. So we have already discussed that in our previous tutorials, how to install it and all. So from pil import image. Now 2-3 libraries we are importing. Image draw. So text will be writing using this, and image font, because some text font we are required, image font. Now after this I am just pasting 2 lines of code. Here you can see the 2 paths variables I have set it. Path 1, this is the blank certificate or the source, and to this once I add the text as a watermark, then this will be saved in the path 2. So these are 2 variables I have declared. This is my location. This is my location based on my system. Your case it will change, and you accordingly you match your path. Now the image object I am creating, image, then open which file. It is the path I am giving at the top, line number 3, and mode is read. So under read mode the image file is created. Now next is font. What should be the font of it? Font equal to image font. Now dot true type. Now what should be times TTF, or you can do Arial, whatever you want. The family you pick up here, TTF, and what's the size is, what the font size should be. Say I am giving 100. So this is the font family and size. Now after this let me add the text. Now D1, another object, image draw object I am creating, image draw. Now on using that again draw. Now on which image? It is my parent image img. I have whatever line number 6 we declared, that I am using it. So then I am adding the text. Now d1 dot text. First I have to give a position where this text will be. This is a tuple, so I have to give a tuple here, 650.990. Now you may ask how I got these numbers. These are all trial and error. Where exactly is just a position of x and y coordinates. Always remember this is the top left coordinate of the image what I want, or the text box. If you say that the string is a box, then this is the top left corner of it. So I am just, what I should write it. You give a string, your name or anything. I am giving +2 net. You give your name here. Now what should be the fill color here? I am giving again a tuple 94, 61, 43 RGB colors I have given. Now what should be the font? Font is FNT. What is FNT? It is at line number 8. You can see here we have declared this. So that gives me the added the text. I can write it here, add text. Now that's all. Now I will say image show. If I want to save it in my path 2, I will say image dot save, and this time I am giving path 2. Path 2, that is why here it is. So it will be in this name, it will be stored. So I have given. Now let's just, I am saving this, running. Let's just see what comes up. So far, no, yeah, here it is. You can see here what this text plus 2 net is added at this coordinate, and always the 0 is the top left. So from here 650 in the x direction, and in the y direction it is 990. We'll modify this script and then we'll read the dimension of the source image, and then accordingly we'll place our watermark. So for that, we'll say width, then height equal to image dot size. Now we get this value. So these are the variables we have set it. Now after that, if you want, you can just print and see what's the values of it. So let me just write the command here. Print width, height. So we got it, but not required. We'll comment this one. So then let's say some values, margin x from the x direction or horizontal direction. What should be the margin, and margin underscore y. Two variables only I am setting. So let me give 40 and 125. So two variables I have set it. Now let the font be there, D1. Here, instead of positioning exactly at 650, let me just say it is at margin x. So from the left border, that much space will be, and here height will be height. This is our source image height minus margin y. That's all. So here, if you use a different dimension of your source image, then also this will work, because we are reading the dimension and relative to the edges we are placing it. Let's just see this, how this works. Here it is. You can see the left edge we have taken, and always consider the coordinates are at the top left of the image or the text what you are adding. So here the left margin is x is 40, and the y is total width minus the whatever the margin we have set. Let's remove this, and we will create we'll understand how we'll read the size of the font and what based on the size. So we'll remove this margin, this also will remove. These all we are removing. Now what we are trying to do is, various font families are there and font sizes are there. How we will know what's the dimension of it? So once, and now with the string, suppose we write a string also, more characters are there, more width will be there. So for that, let me just keep the variables first. Font size equal to, let me give 200. Then let it be, this is font, and here instead of writing 100, I will say font size. So at a single point, I can change it whenever it is required. So now what I am going to do is, what is ascent and descent? Two variables I am fixing, equal to fnt, or the font what you have declared now, get matrix. What this does? This actually takes from the baseline, what is the top, from, suppose you written a font here. So from the baseline, what is the height, highest point, what is the value, that is ascent, and similarly baseline bottommost point. What's this image? This will give you a better idea how these two variables are. So this we got the variables. Now let's get the size of it. So text string, what I am doing is, what I am going to write it. So again a variable, because any point of time I can change it easily. Okay, so here it is. Now I am saying text width. This is the width of the total string. We'll see the string shortly, no problem. fnt get mask. What it does is, it will creates a bitmap of it, text string. So what our thing is, we have to find out what's the width of it, string. Now once it bitmap is, then get box. Get box is just imagine a rectangular box around the text. So that dimension we are telling. So get box will return the tuple. So for that we are saying the second one. So this is the height of it, the box. So we are saying the height of the string. When you are written the entire string, because height anyway, it has nothing to do with the your number of character or the ascent it is. Now next let's go to the width of it. So we'll say text width equal to fnt dot get mask. I am getting the bitmap of it, text string. Now then again get box. Now this time the third element. Now here I will write it. Here I have to add the descent, because when I am considering the height of it, the top one is now I have to consider the width of it. So I have to get the details. This is width. I have written wrong here. This is height. Because when I am considering the height, then I have to plus descent, I have to add to this. So height, I got the width, I got the height. Now let me just, for our understanding, let's print this once. So text underscore width, text underscore height. So this I am just printing for, see there is no image is involved here. So I am just printing this. To get box, this is not get, it's a get B box. There are two B's will be, wait a minute here, let me run it again. Yeah, here you can see bottom corner 680 by 226. Now let me just change the size. Now I am giving 100. Now you can see this also will change 340 by 113. Now suppose I am here, I will write few more text. Now you see what again how the value is changing. You see 805 width has increased but the height remains same. This corner the values are getting, bottom left corner the values are getting printed. So this concept we'll use now to create an image. Now let us create an image and use the same text. So for that, let me just paste the path in case we want to save it. So this path, and in your case you can change it whatever you want. So create the image object. So image equal to image.new. Now what is the mode? Mode is RGB. Now here I will give the, after this let me just give the dimensions. So I am giving text width and text width, then text height, text height. So this is the dimension I have given. Now what should be the color? Color equal to, now slightly yellowish I am giving. So F1, now F1 CC. So this is slightly yellowish color. Now let's draw the text on it. D1 dot text. I have to image I have created. Now D1 image, D1 is the image object I have to create. So D1 equal image draw object, image draw. Now again, so this image draw object. Now I will write the text. Text equal to here inside the first equal to D1 dot text here. Again here 0 0 0 comma 0. So this is the top left corner of the, I am going to write the text because I want exactly it should fit the image. So 0 0 top left, I should align it that. Now text string. Why text string? Because this is what the text should go. Now fill equal to here a tuple 194 61 then 43. So now after this, what is the font equal to F and T. Now after this, let me just show the image and save the image. If you want image, save, and path I have given at the top. So this is, that's all. Now let me just save this and running it. You should able to, yeah, sorry. Okay, because I have added more text here, that's why it's getting. So I will just remove the extra text I am written here. Where is my text string plus 2 net? Now let me close this up to this point. So now accordingly you can see the width has also must be reducing. See, this is much width only. So based on the font family size and all, accordingly the image, this yellow part is the image. In fact, let me just change the size to 200. I am going for a bigger size font. Now accordingly the image also will change. You can see this. Using the same concept, now we will add the text or the watermark text in all the 4 corners, and we will also use this standard. So anytime the font is changed or the family is changed, size is changed, accordingly it will adjust itself. So for that, let me just paste the two paths again. This is the source path, and this, sorry, it should be F here. Fine. So this is the source, and if I am while storing it, I will store it under this second path 2. Font size I have given is 200. We will change it also. Now the string, text string, font size, image. Okay, here text string will bring it to the top. Font size, text string we have written. Now font, ascent, descent, both we have taken. Now text width we have taken, and up to this point let it be same. Here this path is not required now. We have already declared. Now what happened? Image will, because now this time there is a no new image. So let me, beyond this I will remove it, and here I will say, because I will be opening the existing image. Now image dot open, which one? Path. So at the top whatever we have written, mode is equal to read, so it's a read mode only. Now that's all. Now what you, because this is now dynamically we are placing on the corner, so we'll read the dimension of the source image or the main our blank certificate. So for that we'll say width height equal to our, this is image size. Now we got the width and height through variables. Now we'll write the text. So d1 equal to image draw. Now image draw again, and image. So this is the image draw object we have created. Now let's add the text. Now d1 dot text, where we are adding it. Now this is based on where we want to place it. Now let's say right bottom we want to place. Right bottom means, just imagine the x, what should be my xy coordinate. So it is the width minus width minus text width is text width whatever it is. So then that is the right, it has gone. Then what should be my comma, the vertical coordinate, then height minus text height. So this is the one. Now what text string, just we'll finish up this, then we'll go to other thing. Fill, what should be the color is again 94 comma 61. This is the any value, RGB value you can give of your choice. Now again font equal to FNT. Now that's all. This is D1, then image. So now let's see up to this point where this is coming up. I have placed this, running this now. So here it is, right bottom right corner. Here you see the +2 net is written. Why it is at bottom right corner is, see the width minus text width. Always remember the whatever text we are writing, the top left corner you take it at the reference point. So this, the entire width minus the width of this, that should be the starting point. Now then the height minus text height, this entire height minus this. So here is the reference point. In this reference point this is placed. Now after this, let's place it in another corner. Let's copy this and paste it here. So second one, this is, this time we'll go for our right top. So width minus text width, that's then 0. See, it is, this part will make it 0. Why 0? Because top our top left should align, so height should be 0 because the tip should touch the top. So that's all. So now this is, we are getting now our right top is over. Now left bottom. So I'm pasting it once again, left bottom. So left, for the left bottom we should, x coordinate should start with 0. So this will be 0. So 0, then height minus text height. So height minus text, let it be. So there is no problem. So this has come. Then one more, that will be left top. Left top is easy because the starting point should be 0, 0. Because this should be, let me remove up to entire thing and give 0, 0. That's all. Let's now run this and see all the 4 corners should come, or yeah, you can see all the 4 corners we have this text. Now the beauty is if you can change the dimension, let's change this 200 to 100, then also no problem, this will adjust itself because sorry, we have done something mistake here. Why 2 are coming? Okay, I have to give here opening. The mistake is here because I am overwriting the one, so path 2 I have to give because the source I should not overwrite it. Now let me save this. It is 100 now, we'll increase it further font size. Now let me just, okay, so you can see at the 100. Now let me close this and make it 200. So my source is not changed, so let me just see. So you can see the font is increased to 200 and still it maintains, adjusts its edges relative to the edges and its coordinates. In fact, I can add some few text also. Let me XY. I am changing the string now, so accordingly this also should take, you can see, okay, it has overwritten, so 200, that much space is not there. Let me bring it back to 100 again. So let me just see how this, you can see it is okay. So it accordingly it is taking the shape. We'll start our keeping the text in angular fashion. So we'll, from this source and destination, we'll create the image object, image, and open the source our, so path, what you will use is path, what you have declared at line number 3. Then the mode is the read mode. So image object is created. Now image 2, this is the new image that will be adding to our source image. So the watermark, so this time it is not a text, so it's another image. So we'll say image dot new. In the 8-bit mode we'll open it, so you can see the details of image, creating image. Now here, what's the dimension of it? Now this dimension is 1200 and 900 width and height. So image 2. Now what should be the font? As usual, we have already discussed this. Font is image font. Now in this dot true type, you can go for Arial or anything. I am just going times dot TF, and size I am directly giving here 350. You can use a variable if you want. So font is given. Now let me create a image draw object and write the text now. So for here, D1 equal to image draw now image 2. So this is because the new image what you have created, that we are going to use it, and then this image 2 will add it to our image. So for that we have written now D1 dot text equal to, now this text where it will go? It will go again 0 by 0 because top left corner 0 0 we are using it. Now what should be the string? I am just writing, you can write whatever text you want. Fill, because it is mode is at the top, you could say 8-bit mode, so I have to give a single here. I cannot give RGB here. So fill is 55. Now what should be the font? Font equal to FNT. That is what we have declared it at line number 8. So text we have added. Now let's rotate this. So we are creating a rotating image now. Image 2 dot rotate. What's the rotation angle? Is 30. And this should expand or not? The image will be allowed to expand. So 1. Because otherwise the edges will be cut. So I have given the expand for that. Now I am adding a line here. You just see as an image of, I must import it here. This library I am using, this is a one-to-one replacement of the color palette. So those things, here it is, and the W is what our image is. This image we have taken. So that, and we are reading it and replacing it. That's all. Now our final image is, we can show it. Image.show. If we want to save it, then image, save, and we have created path 2 here at the top, second path, that we can use it. If you don't want, we will not, let's not save it, let's just show. So let's just run this once, and Okay, invalid, maybe mint instead. Okay, here is a, here the problem is d1 text equal to is not required here. Fine, let's run this again. Here you can see the angular. So this particular plus 2 net, whatever it is, angularly written over the certificate or the blank. Even I can change the font size and all, it will take it. And coordinates again 30 I have taken it 30 degree. We can change it to, say you want it little more, I can change it to 30. Let's reduce it, keep it 20, and size also I can increase, but in that case the dimension also I have to adjust it. So let me just slightly increase it or decrease it also. 300. Now running it again, you can see this, the size has come up and the angle has also reduced. Now next we'll move how I'll add the images as watermark. This is going to be too long, so in the next tutorial we'll see how we'll use images to add watermarks to our main source files and all, and we'll use different filters also. So you can use your own photo also, or use the different logos and all to add it to our main certificate. I'll request you, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we add new tutorials. We frequently do that also. And if you have any doubts, suggestions, questions, use the comment section below to post it. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.